Hello, my name is Caleb Joyner, and today I will be telling you about wildlife diseases found in deer and how to spot them. First one I want to talk about is blue tongue, and blue tongue is an insect-borne viral disease in which white-tailed deer, sheep, and goats can contract. This disease is not contagious and is only spread through biting flies such as midges. Blue, blue tongue cannot be transmitted to humans, and the meat is safe to eat, as the death rate for deer affected by blue tongue is very low. With blue tongue, the animal can look feverish or depressed. It can have a swelling of the head, neck, tongue, and eyelids, and sloughing of hooves. And rarely do they actually have a blue tongue with the disease. According to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources, blue tongue will make a deer more susceptible to other diseases or even predators such as coyotes. The second one I'm going to tell you about is a little bit more drastic, and it is chronic wasting disease, otherwise known as CWD. CWD is a disease that is fatal to deer and closely related to the mad cow virus. It is transmitted from deer to deer with no reported cases of transferring to humans. Although it may be possible, the meat is still safe to eat if cleaned around the bones instead of cutting through them, avoiding spinal cords and brain stems. You can identify CWD in white-tailed deer by a frail appearance, bad posture, and severe loss of hair. If you do happen to see a deer affected with CWD, contact your local DNR. Accurately document where you find the animal. Do not shoot or disturb it, otherwise it could leave the area. According to the SCDNR, CWD has not been spotted in South Carolina yet because South Carolina does not allow for commercial transportation of deer. The third I will be talking about can be spread to almost anything, and is rabies. Although it's not common for deer to get rabies, it's completely possible if the animal is bitten by a carrier, such as a coyote, possum, and deer with rabies will have no fear of humans. Very little coordination and a loss of hair near the head, because the rabies virus is leading to the brain to eventually kill its prey. Rabies is very easily transmitted to other animals by saliva or bites, and is commonly transmitted to dogs. So if you see any deer or any other animal with rabies, contact your local Department of Natural Resources. The fourth one I would like to talk about is the mange. It's a highly contagious disease to mammals caused by mites that burrow under the animal's skin, then proceed to lay eggs. The skin of the animal affected by mange is thickened, wrinkled, and covered in scabs, and typically smells rotten. The skin typically looks blackened, and it is very easy to spot. The mite that goes, animals normally heal after they are affected with mange. Once the mites are gone, the immune system is back to normal. Anyone handling an animal should wear gloves and wash immediately after handling. The meat from the animals affected is safe to eat because mange is only on the skin and not in the body. The fifth one I'd like to talk about is tuberculosis. It's very much the same in deer as it is in people. It isn't as easy to spot as the other diseases because it affects the inside, such as the lungs, and it's not very noticeable because the deer. Only noticeable thing about tuberculosis would be trouble breathing, coughing, nasal discharge, and possible emaciation and in the late stages. TB is a very rare disease, but the best way to spot it after the hunt while cleaning it, if you see small lesions or abscesses in the chest cavity, liver, or rib cage, you know your deer has tuberculosis, which is why it's recommended to wear gloves when cleaning an animal. If you shoot a deer that turns out to have TB, report it to your Department of Natural Resources immediately. And just remember to be careful around any animal that could be or may be affected with these diseases or any other diseases, because they are less fearful of humans.